You are watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Wednesday, Friday, or Saturday, and you know what those days mean. It's time for another AEW Event Center report for either Dynamite, Rampage, or Collision. And now, here is the host of the AEW Event Center Wrestling Report, New Bedford's version of Tony Schiavone, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans, 1977, episode number 1915, 1915. Ladies and gentlemen, we're 85 episodes away from 2000. And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. We're in the final hours of Christmas time, as you know. I think a lot of folks are asleep by now, and getting some of them are getting ready to go back to work tomorrow in retail and all that good stuff. And me, I'll be going back to work tomorrow as well. I'll be back to the grind, back to reality, as we're getting ready to wind down the year, ladies and gentlemen, as you know. So today it's not only just Christmas, but it's the final Wednesday of the year, of the calendar year. This is also the final, we're going to talk about the AEW Dynamite on 34th Street. Event Center, the final AEW Dynamite Event Center of the calendar year. Not only that, the final AEW Dynamite Before World's End happening this coming Saturday on pay-per-view. I'll tell you what, it has been an insane Christmas, and I got to say once again, I am very thankful for this Christmas season. Like I said, didn't get a whole lot of presents. The only thing I got is a gift card. $30 gift card of Amazon from my parents, which is cool, but nothing beats seeing my brother Michael once again after in my estimation, in my POV point of view, 6 years. I think the reason why is I think I'm just trying to keep to myself a lot and staying in the basement at the time until 2022, but nonetheless, my family says they have not seen him in 3 years. I felt like it was more, in my opinion, it was like a lot more than that. But regardless, it's been a long time since I've seen my brother. I am happy to see him once again. So, it's great to see him reconnect with him as well. So that's a good, probably the best Christmas gift ever. A little surprise. And two of my sisters were in on it yesterday, so it was a lot of fun seeing them. And yesterday was crazy. We had a little bit of snow. We had a little bit of snow when I got out. I made it home safe and all that good stuff. But like I said, it's been a nice Christmas. It's been a great Christmas, though. It ain't about the gifts. It ain't about the gifts. I was like, I had some great Christmases when I had some great gifts. Like I say, 1990 was one of my great Christmases, favorite Christmases, because I got Super Mario 3 for Christmas. And then, was it 91, 92, 93, I had Tetris and all that. Also, in 2010, I had Nintendo Wii, the red, I still have it. I still have that Nintendo Wii. I kept that. And then 4 years later, in fact, 10 years ago, I got the Wii U. So, but now I got the Switch and everything's all leveled up and everything else in between. So, it's been a great Christmas this year. It's been a decent Christmas, a good Christmas, a great Christmas overall. Getting to reconnect with my brother Michael. It was totally awesome. It was totally awesome. Hopefully, we see more of him next year, or probably before the year's up. You never know what's going to happen. Well, let's get into AEW Dynamite. The Dynamite on 34th Street, the final Dynamite before the Dynamite before World's End. And we have the final Continental Classic matches, 3 Gold League matches and 2 Blue League matches. And we'll start with the Gold League, the 12th one. Will Ospreay went up against Brody King. Heck of a matchup. And Ospreay ended up winning that matchup, puts him in the semifinals. And puts him in the semifinals against a winner of the Blue League match. But then, Renee Paquette interviewed the Hurt Syndicate, and then Christopher Daniels did some security, and they only want They allow Shelton Benjamin in while MVP and Bobby Lashley have been banned from the building. So, and so since it was Christmas, MVP and Bobby Lashley agreed to do so. They let Shelton Benjamin in. They allow Shelton Benjamin to go in. Meanwhile, MVP and Bobby Lashley leave the Hammerstein Ballroom. And then Darby Allin went up against Ricochet, and the match ended up in a draw. While Darby Allin, he should have pinned Ricochet after hitting him with a Scorpion Death Drop right there. But he wanted to make sure to finish him up, but it was too late. It was down when he went to pin Ricochet. Time right now was a draw. Ricochet wins the Gold League. Meanwhile, Jay White addresses the four-way world title match at World's End. Meanwhile, Commander went up against Claudio Castagnoli. Commander, who just won the Ring of Honor Television Championship. And Darby Allin, as Commander and Alex Abrahantes was going to the ring, whispered something to him, and I think gave Commander something. We don't know what it was. And then Commander was, I think Claudio Castagnoli's trying to do whatever it takes. Commander used brass knucks, possibly a gift from Darby Allin to get back at Claudio Castagnoli. The referee didn't see it and ended up picking up his first 3 points. But he spoiled a chance for Claudio Castagnoli to go to the semifinals because of the fact that Will Ospreay holds the tiebreaker over Claudio in that endeavor. Death Riders were not very happy about it. They jumped at the Commander after the matchup, but it seems like Orange Cassidy and Jay White got involved in fighting against the Death Riders, and then John Moxley comes in to KO both Orange Cassidy and Jay White, and then starts trash talking both of them, and then Hangman Adam Page comes in the ring, and then Cassidy and White recovered from that briefcase shot to confront Moxley, and all of them took their turns hitting Moxley with their finishing maneuvers. And it surrounds the briefcase. And the goal is for them to take out Moxley, and they can battle it out for the title. Then the 14th Blue League Classic, Kazuchika Okada versus Shelton Benjamin. This was a heck of a matchup, and Okada does win the matchup. And then Renee Paquette interviewed Swerve Strickland, and Strickland's looking forward to 2025. Until Ricochet interrupts him and says, see what I did? I'm going in there and I'm going to win this whole thing. And then Swerve Strickland goes, you better win, or else you'll be facing me. And I was like, oh boy, it'll be a lot of fun there. New York Minute with Learning Tree Chris Jericho, and Jericho will be facing Anthony Bowens this Friday night on Rampage, which will be the final Rampage, not just of the year, but for good. They're going to cancel Rampage after this after this coming Friday. Like NXT Level Up, AEW Rampage is going to go. So that's a big deal. So Anthony Bowens, Chris Jericho, and I think it'll be good to the point where the only wrestling show on Friday nights is SmackDown on the USA Network. Then one of my favorite. I know it's great thing about Christmas is my Christmas present was already there on Dynamite. Toni Storm. I wish I have her under the mistletoe, but I digress. Though she went up against Taya Valkyrie, and Toni Storm thinks she's still a rookie at this, but then she ended up being Taya Valkyrie with a roll up. And Toni Storm ended up picking up the victory. Renee Paquette interviewed Hangman Adam Page, and then as he was talking, Christopher Daniels says, hey, listen, I understand where you come from. And Page goes, what do you think? I don't need help from some kind of corporate stooge or something like that. So, but then it is down to Daniel Garcia versus Kyle Fletcher. And this was a heck of a matchup. TNT champ Daniel Garcia. Kyle Fletcher picks up the victory over Garcia. Matt Menard joined on commentary. Will Ospreay comes back out to confront Fletcher. So it will be, in the semifinals, it will be Ricochet versus Kazuchika Okada. And Will Ospreay will renew his rivalry with Kyle Fletcher in the semis at World's End. The winners of those two matches will face each other for the Continental Championship, which Kazuchika is currently a holder of. So if Ricochet beats Okada, we are going to be guaranteed a new Continental Champion. So we shall see. And then Jon Moxley addresses the four-way title matchup at World's End, saying, it takes more, being a champion is more than, taking a picture with it and showing it off and going to limos and all that. It takes it here. We'll see what he means by that when it comes to World's End. So, that's all the time we have. But before I conclude this video, I want to wish everyone out there, once again, a very Merry Christmas. I know Christmas is over for a lot of folks, and everybody's in their beds. Yeah, it gets depressing when Christmas is over and we take down decorations, no longer hear the song. I know a lot of people will say, well, thank God we don't have to hear Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Yeah, and that's understandable. I like the song, but, it doesn't, just because I like the song doesn't mean everybody else has to like it, Listen, yeah, and, it is what it is, But Christmas is, a wonderful time for everybody to get together and all that. So I hope hope your Christmases have been awesome, or about as good as mine, or better than mine, But my Christmas was great, Get to see my brother again. It was like again, I can't stop mentioning my brother Michael. I'm really, really happy that he's alive and well, and he looks good. Looks very healthy, and I'm very, very pleased, and I'm very pleased that he decided to reconnect with us, and I hope we see more of him. And that's what, like I said, I hope we see more of him before the year is up, and hopefully into next year as well. I know, like I said, this year's been tough for a lot of us folks out there, and I know for a lot of us folks, this was the first time Christmas has been spent without loved ones, and I know a few people that I know are no longer here on Earth, and their families missed them. And I'm just very thankful for this holiday season. Like I said, I think once I get older, I think the older you get, the less, you feel like the less you enjoy Christmas. But, and you focus on the younger generation who needs to experience a great Christmas, and that's what, but sometimes I'm at that point where gifts are not as important as it was, Being great once in a while, you know what I mean? But, gifts are not as important as it used to be, but it doesn't hurt to have a gift or two. Whether it be in a gift card or in a physical box or something like that, or just seeing old friends and family members you haven't seen in years. That's probably one of the best gifts ever. But the ultimate gift is the Lord himself, He was born on this earth for a great reason. So Jesus has always been the reason for the season, in my opinion. But for those of you out there that, do celebrate Christmas, or celebrate any other holiday like Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Ramadan or something like that, guys, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Let's keep rocking the boat. Let's keep rocking our lives for the rest of this year, 2024. That means we're only, a week away, 1 week left of 2024. That means next week is New Year's Day. Gotta love it. So, I'll upload this video, and until next episode comes rolling around, because we still got tomorrow. That's right, the rest of this week. Final full week of 2024, I should say. We got the final Press Your Luck gameplay network throwdown Thursday for tomorrow. Final one of 2024. I got a little bit of announcement concerning that. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. Also, we got the final Rant and Rave episode of 2024 to do. Final TNA episode of 2024 will be the best 2024 part 2. And who knows, I'll probably in between play a little more Shenanigans Arcade. And I've been playing a lot of Shenanigans Arcade as of late, so I'm very, very stoked about that. So, I will see you guys later. You guys have a good night. Merry Christmas once again. God bless you guys. And until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doing for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.